Hello curl friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Jody and it's great to have you join me today. I apologize for my froggy voice, my hoarse voice. We've had a cold front come through and then this just sort of developed. I really feel fine. I don't have really hardly any symptoms. My nose is a little drippy. Obviously my voice is a little hoarse, but other than that, I feel great. But we're not here for my health update. Let's get into the products that we're going to be styling my hair with today. I have already done a wash now, style later. I clarified, I deep conditioned, and now we are getting ready to go into our stylers. You probably can already tell by the thumbnail, but we are looking at Rizos Curls. I picked up 3 products while they were on sale for Black Friday, and I have the cream, the curl defining cream. I have the curl defining mousse and the light hold gel. Now I've actually been playing around with these products quite a bit. I've mixed and matched how I've done them. The first time I did them, I went with the cream first, then the gel, then the mousse. That's oftentimes the order that I tend to go in. And then I've also done the cream separately with a different gel. And I've also done just the mousse and gel with this brand. And now I think I'm going to switch it up just a little bit more. I will reveal my results to you a little bit more as we go as well. But I think this time I'm going to go in the order of cream first, mousse, and then gel, kind of the order that I introduced them to you. Let's start out with the cream. I'm going to put this in my hair. I'm going to give you the information on the product while I'm applying it, and then we'll go over my thoughts after I have this in my hair. This is Rizos Curl Defining Cream. The full 10 ounce retails for $23 and the 2.5 ounce retails for $11. Our curl defining cream is proven to define and enhance your natural hair texture. There is a reason why it is our #1 bestseller. It works great across different hair types to take your natural hair texture and enhance and define it. Best of all, it will not leave your curls crunchy or weighed down, your hair leaving you with weightless, touchable curls. This defining cream is made with natural ingredients such as aloe vera, coconut oil, shea butter, and will soon be your best friend for styling defined, bouncy, and shiny, frizz-free, voluminous curls. And then it gives specific instructions on what to look for it. It says for curl definition, enhancing natural hair texture, for volume, for hold, for frizz control, and shine. The directions say to apply a quarter-sized amount into the hand to work through damp hair. Focus on areas that require more moisture. Scrunch hair to activate the texture and to use your fingers to shape the curls. Dry hair with your diffuser and enhance definition and volume. While drying, apply additional product to areas that require more moisture. On thin or fine hair, apply sparingly to avoid weighing down the hair. Now that that is in my hair, I will say the first thing that I noticed as far as this product is that it has a pretty high fragrance in my opinion. It's a very perfumed fragrance. I don't mind it. To me, it smells pretty pleasant. I can't describe it really to you. Other than that, I feel like it is perfumed in nature. But if you are sensitive to scents, that might be something to be cautious of. Now, I have noticed in the past that this is very good at defining my curls. I do feel like I get great curl definition. However, I don't really feel like it has any hold like it claims to have. I do think when pairing this, I do need a pretty stronger hold gel if I really want to get like some people prefer a soft hold all the time. I'm okay with a soft hold occasionally, but it's not something I always like to seek. I usually generally prefer a more controlled look. If I want a more controlled look with this cream, I really need to go in with a harder hold gel on top of it. All in all, I have liked my experience with the cream, but let's move into our next styler, the foam. As I said before, I've not done it in this order, but I'm a little curious what it's going to give. So let's look into the information on this foam while I'm applying it. This is the Rizos Curl Defining Mousse. The full 6.8 ounce retails for $23. Our curl defining mousse is proven to enhance definition and deeply hydrate. This lightweight styling foam styles hair without weighing it down. It controls frizz, boosts shine, and enhances your hair's natural texture. Made with 96% naturally derived ingredients including cactus flower extract, maracuja oil, red algae, and coconut water. These are carefully selected to make your hair healthier with every use. This nourishing formula is infused with fortifying nutrients, vitamins, and antioxidants for protection. The 4 things to look for is its for curl definition, for enhancing texture, weightless volume, for deep hydration, for frizz control, and easy styling. The directions say to shake well and dispense 1 to 2 pumps into the hand. A little goes a long way. Rake through damp hair and scrunch. Follow with our light hold gel for added hold. Dry hair with a diffuser or air dry, and once dry, lock in your style in place with a light mist of the alcohol-free hairspray. All right, now that I had the foam all throughout my hair, I will say that I do feel like this is very perfumed as well. To me, I feel like I can definitely tell it's more of a perfume scent, but once again, just beware if you're sensitive to scents that I feel like they are very strong. Now this claims to be curl defining, weightless in volume, and also deep in hydration. And I will agree with all of those things. I do believe it is also pretty good at the frizz control. Is it like a solo frizz control, a one and done? In my opinion, no, it's not. Although I have not tried it that way, in all fairness. I have not tried it that way. But I have to be careful, I feel like, when I use both of these together and how much I use. If you noticed, I went pretty light-handed on this cream, but when I spread it throughout my hands, it really worked up. Like there was a lot emulsified into my hands. So a little goes a long way with the cream. This foam is very similar, I would say. I mean, it comes out as a typical foam. By the way, if you've heard me say mousse and foam interchangeably, this does go by the name of curl defining mousse. So it calls itself a mousse. But to me, I think of a mousse being more aerosol-like, a little bit thicker in texture, whereas a foam I feel like is more a watery base, more of a bubbly based, if that makes sense. That is why I refer to this as a foam a lot. But once again, a little bit of this goes quite a long ways. I made that mistake the one time when I just paired the mousse and the gel together, and I put quite a few pumps in my hands and I'm spreading it through. I'm like, oh my goodness. Like you could see the extra mousse just hanging out in my hair. So I had to take my towel, my drying towel, and kind of like pat some of that out, wet my hair down again and pat some of that out just to try to get all that extra product out because I knew it was going to be way too much, especially when I was going to go in with a gel, which is also kind of like a cream gel styler. I knew it was probably just going to be too heavy for my hair. But now that we have the cream and the mousse in my hair, I'm going to brush style at this point. I'm going to come back when I'm ready to apply the gel. All right, now that I have the cream and the mousse both brush styled throughout my hair, I'm just kind of trying to lightly divide my hair because I'm going to apply my gel in two different ways. So I'm going to do it while I'm standing or while I'm sitting upright, and I'm also going to do it flipped over. So I'm going to go over the specs of this gel and while I'm applying it, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. This is the Rizos Curls Light Hold Gel. The full size 8 ounce retails for $22 and the 2.5 ounce retails for $11. This is our light hold gel. It defines and holds curls, offering flexible, flake-free, lasting hold. It styles curls without weighing them down and holds curls in place without leaving their hair crunchy for shiny, frizz-free, voluminous curls. It also combats humidity and works great across different hair types. Made with natural ingredients such as aloe vera, flaxseed, and thyme that seal in moisture and improve the health of your hair with every use. Now the 4 things to look for is it's for light hold, curl definition, frizz control, humidity proof, and shine. The directions say use after the curl defining cream for added light hold and definition. Apply a quarter size amount in sections and scrunch the curls with the upward motion. Dry hair with the diffuser to enhance definition and volume. While drying, apply additional products to areas that require more moisture and hold. Okay, I currently have my wet plop on, but I'm just going to tell you a little bit about my thoughts on this gel. If you noticed, I probably went in what I would consider the most heavy-handed with this gel in comparison to the other 2 products. I said before, I feel like this is a cream gel consistency. You can see as I put it in my hands, and then I did like that little stick test. I don't know what you would call it otherwise, but I just call this like the hold test or the stick test. You may not have seen much tack to it, but there was a little bit of tack as far as when I was pulling apart, it made the sound of like, you know, when your hands are suctioned together and coming apart, it made that sound. This gel I do feel like is very lightweight. It gives you a very soft hold. I also feel like it is a bit on the moisturizing side, which makes sense with it being more of a cream gel consistency. I do think all 3 of these products work to give you shine because my hair has definitely been shiny every time that I've done this, but it also says it is curl defining and humidity proof shine. I do feel like all 3 of these products do work to give you shine, but as far as this gel being humidity proof, I would have to disagree. In my experience, any gel that has been light hold has not been humidity proof. I don't know if you guys have experienced otherwise. If you have, let me know, let us know in the comments, but that's just been my experience. I need at least a medium to hard hold gel to be humidity proof. This is also one of these gels that I think that you can brush style in. I chose not to today just for the look. I'd already brush styled the other 2 products. I don't like the idea of brush styling the 3 products together. I can't exactly put my finger on what specifically I fear it would do, but that's just my preference. So I'm going to let this sit in for about another 10 minutes and then I'll diffuse. I'll come back, I'll show you the results. All right, girlfriends, I am back with my hair fully diffused and styled. So let's take a closer look at these results. This is what my curls are looking like. And on the other side. And then let me show you the back. So let me know what you think of these results. I personally am pretty happy with them. I have some pretty good definition. It's not my tightest spiral, but I'll get back to that here in a minute. But I have some pretty good definition. I do have frizz, but right now at this point, it's that functional frizz. It's that kind that I think is kind of whimsical. It kind of adds body and life into the hair. Do I see the frizz getting worse though? Yes, I definitely do. But at this point, I really do like it. I have pretty decent volume. I can flip my part over on the other side and it still is pretty good as well. Well, that wasn't quite what I wanted. So it's pretty good here as well. I kind of feel, looking at my viewfinder, this is kind of like an 80s look though. I feel like I really want hairspray right now at this point because this is such a soft feeling. My hair is very soft. It's lightweight feeling, but it's odd in the sense that I do feel product on it. Not like an overly oily or greasy type feel. It's not like a bad sense of feeling product, but I do feel product. Now, the first time I experimented with these products, I told you I'd used all three. I used in this order, the cream, the gel, and then the foam. I went in much more heavy-handed with the gel, and that time my hair was very soft as well. It's very similar results, but I did feel a lot more of a producty feeling. Normally when I say producty feeling, I don't appreciate that, but this time it actually feels good. Like, I can appreciate the feel of my hair on this occasion. Probably my favorite time of experimenting with these products though was when I went in with just the foam and then the gel. I'll put some pictures up here or clips of some sort just so you can see what the hair was. Very defined. It was more shiny than this. Actually, I feel like every time that I've styled my hair, it's been more shiny than this. This is like the one time that's the least shiny, and I apologize because I know I made mention of I felt like these products did contribute to shine, and from my experience before, every other time my styles were definitely more shiny. It's not that I feel like this looks dull or unhealthy or dry or anything like that. Definitely not the case. My hair is very moisturized. What I was saying earlier about my curl pattern, there's a couple reasons why it could be. One, we are definitely in some colder months, but I also feel like I really feel like I need a protein treatment. There are some areas where my curls spring back well, but they're like up towards the top. But definitely in this area, I feel like my curls are just kind of getting more limp and they just kind of hang a little bit more. Now, I have been in a heavy filming season, so I do want to save my protein treatment for when I'm not doing a specific like wash day for my channel, because I am going to do a protein video later on in the future. I'm not sure when exactly, but I do want to keep those variables the same for when I do my protein treatments, if that makes sense. So all in all, at this point, I am liking my hair, but I don't see it lasting well. I'm going to check back tomorrow on day 2 just to see how this is holding up. So I will see you in just a couple of seconds. All right, curl friends, I am back and my voice is still hoarse. Sometimes it comes and goes. I apologize, but this is day 2 curls using Rizos Curls. So let's take a look. Man, I sound terrible. I really apologize. But this is what my curls are looking like. I was out and about quite a bit yesterday. Oh, let me give you a look at the back of my hair too. But as I was saying, I was out and about quite a bit yesterday, so I was like out in some wind and everything like that, out in the elements. In my opinion, my curls are holding up okay. Like, actually, of all the times that I've played around with Rizos Curls, this is probably like my least favorite look. It feels great. The first time I used it, when I used all 3 products as well, but in a little bit different order, with the Mousse being the last one. That one I probably like the feeling of the least, and I think that was because I had a little too much of products in my hair, especially the gel. I know I went in with a lot of that gel that time. This time, however, my hair feels great. Like, it feels in good condition. It doesn't feel over moisturized. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel producty. Like, I don't feel anything in my hair at this point. Yesterday I said I felt a little producty feeling, but in a good way. Today I don't feel anything in my hair really. It's just soft. But my curls are not holding up the greatest in my opinion. They're just falling flat, and I think a lot of that once again has to do with the protein treatment that I feel like I need to do. So I apologize. Please forgive me on that. You'll have to take my word, and also like the picture as well that I talked about of combining the gel and the mousse together. The mousse as the base and the gel on top. I do have documentation of that, how good that looked. That combination was actually probably my favorite of all of them. So what do I think of the products individually? I think the cream is great. I do think it defines your curls. I think it can be heavier, so be careful if you have finer, more low density hair so that your curls just don't look way down. And then if you think that cream may be too heavy for you, try the mousse, because I do think that is a good defining option as well. It does moisturize. As I said, a little goes a long way. Go light-handed with that, especially if you're using that as your first product. A little bit really does go a long way. So I like the mousse. I do think it's great at defining. I do think it's good at moisturizing. I do think it adds shine to your hair. Now, as far as the gel, the Light Hold Cream Gel, I do think that is a good, like, lightweight gel. Is that something I typically reach for? No. I am surprised that I haven't developed any more frizz, because the other times I've used these products, as I said before, I have developed more frizz, I guess with the exception of the mousse and gel combination. But when I just did the cream with another product, and when I did all three of them together the first time, I did get a lot more frizz develop over the following day. So maybe using the gel as the final styler is the way to go if you're going to use all three. But if you're looking for a frizz-free style, this is not the way to go, I don't believe. I would personally like to play around with this gel, maybe pair it with something a little bit harder hold, see how that works, or maybe pair it with another cream that has some hold as well. I know they say that this cream has hold. I'm not convinced that it has much, if any, personally. I know I'm kind of jumping around here a little bit about these products, so forgive me on that. Let me know what you thought of this styling routine. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. My favorite product, I would say probably out of all three of them, is the mousse or foam, whatever you want to call it. They actually refer to it both ways. They call it a mousse in the title and a foam in some of the descriptions about it. So, but that's probably my favorite one. Let me know, like I said, what you thought of this in the comments down below. Have you tried Rizos Curls? Are you interested in trying Rizos Curls? But until I see you again in the next video, which I hope my voice is much improved, but until I see you then, have a great day. Bye.